think the world needs this.
Shout out to Twitter Spaces for giving us the platform to actually bring us together.
This is the beauty of having different voices in the room.
It's here. It's time.
Catch us Thursday,
9 p.m. Eastern. Jody will probably roll up at like 9:05.
Blame Jody.
All right, welcome back to another edition of the Sports Tea with your favorite place to get the best NFL news and, of course, piping hot tea. We got somebody from the top said, I'm here. Can't wait for this episode. You know what? We appreciate you. All right, so if you didn't know, we've got twin Miss Jody Newsom with us. And then, of course, we got the phenomenal the Goddess. And myself, the one, the only Meg Hall. If you didn't know, now you know, in the words of Biggie. All right, ladies, what's going on? We are back with episode 3, and I'm not gonna lie, like I have not got tired of this yet. You know, I kind of like hanging out with you guys. Like it's mildly fun. You know.
Well, first of all, you should have been glad to hang out with us from the first time. Anyway,
I was waiting for it. I was like, come on, he's gonna go from the top row.
I'm coming for the top row. Like what? Like
listen, it's been like yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. We were on the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast yesterday, so shout out to Trey and Maestro. Shameless plug for them. But we were on their podcast yesterday, and we were going back and forth, and they were asking us some questions, and we had some good answers. But at some point, I think everybody was like, "No, your answers are terrible. Like, why would you say that?" So, you know, hey, we don't always agree, which is fine. All right, Jody, tell people what we got tonight.
That's very much hilarious. And, you know, it's funny because I'm listening to the intro, and it's like, Jody's going to be 5 minutes late. It was Meg today, everybody.
I can't be perfect all the time. Like at some point, like something's going to slip. But
we started at 8:06, 9:06 today.
My bad.
So look, she's trying to have that one kudo and watch it be heard and right around next week. But it's okay. We're gonna let it slide this week.
I mean, to be fair, Jody is late to everything else. So the one time that I'm late, she's like, "Oh, I got you."
I can't wait till he's late. Ooh, I can't wait. I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, so we got a ton to talk about today, and we started late, so we got to get this ball rolling. So yeah. There has been a lot of tea in the NFL, literally since last Thursday. Like it ain't been that long, y'all, and maybe it is, yes, because training camp is finally fully going now for all 32 teams, but we got a lot of hot tea, and we actually have to kind of rework the agenda today because things kind of kept happening as the day went. So, hot tea or not tea, Joe Burrow carted off.
I mean, it was hot because it's a literally. Well, let me start.
Day 2 of training camp for them.
Day two of training camp for majority of people. Besides, you know, we're not gonna make mention of them because I can throw a dollar every time we mention of them. But you know, again, it's training camp. We're gonna hear about injuries. We're gonna see injuries, but when it's injuries to top players like Joe Burrow, it's pretty scary. Yeah. Just even kind of seeing it and letting, you know, and actually people saying it was the same leg he hurt before. So it was already there, you know, so it was piping hot when it first came, but I think the coach kind of cooled it off and said it was a calf injury that he had. So again, I'm just going to say this. I pray that all players, it don't matter what rivalries or anything, I want everybody to come out and come into the season fully healthy, remain healthy and everything, because I don't want to see that. And especially after Herbert just got his contract and then now you got the next biggest name in the NFL getting ready to get a contract and now he's injured. So yeah, that was piping hot tea when it first came out. So yes.
Yeah, and I think for that reason I'm going not tea. I tried to like not react, but I think I text y'all and I was like, oh no, Burrow cart.
Yeah, and then we both were like, what?
What?
One of us were looking at social media and my phone's on Do Not Disturb, so I didn't see my ESPN alert go on.
Yeah, no, that thing came quick, and it was like, yeah, the cart's coming out for Joe Burrow. And I think initially I was like, okay, maybe this isn't as bad as I'm thinking, that because sometimes when the cart comes out, it is precautionary.
Yeah.
It's, hey, this hurts, I can't walk, that far. It's just precautionary, which is why I was like, let's see where this is at.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's not T for the simple fact that it is likely some sort of calf issue. I think there is some
confirm that it was a calf strain.
Okay. But it's training camp. I would rather you have these kind of soft tissue injuries now than it be, later on down the stretch and you got to play through that. So, prayers up for Joe Burrow that he gets healthy quick because, we need the Bengals to actually do well. So Jody will have something to talk about. And I need that in my life.
Right. For me, this is hot tea, and it's probably because I'm in the AFC. I mean, Meg's in the AFC too, but it's probably because I'm in the AFC and they're one of our biggest competitors, right? I just want to make this statement very clear too, because I am a part of Chiefs Kingdom. And when you look on all of social media, there's a lot of weirdos out there. And you've seen a lot of people like commenting, there's no need to be like celebrating this, because why would you celebrate a player's injury? That's probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So I just want to speak first for Chiefs Kingdom when we say, Joe Burrow, please, speedy recovery, 100%. We wish you nothing but the best and a great season to come. So I kind of want to get that disclaimer out there first. But yeah, calf strain, that's something that can take only maybe 2 to 4 weeks to really heal up. They did say that when he was at practice, he was already wearing a sleeve on that leg at the start of practice. So you don't know if that's something that was already there pending or lingering, something that might have got triggered. We actually had a Chiefs space right before I hopped on here. And, for me, my conversation to everyone was, like E said, it's the beginning of training camp. Injuries are coming from all over. Every team is dealing with something, whether it's something that's soft tissue, like Meg said, or if it's something that's major. So I kind of expect this to happen right now. And there's also a heat wave around the country right now. So it ain't just in the South with us, y'all, but it's everywhere right now. So, I feel like heat also can have something to do with that too. So the only unfortunate thing that I think sucks for Joe Burrow is he has not played a full training camp since he's been in the league, right? So the first year was COVID. The second year he was returning from an ACL. And last year he had his appendicitis. And now he has his calf strain. So, maybe the football guys are like, you're not meant to play in training camp. And you just need to go dominate in the regular season like he does. Maybe that is what it is. But I definitely think it's hot tea. And all three of us wish you the best of luck at recovering. Get better.
Except when you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. That's you forgot to leave that part out,
See you week 1. No, they did not say yet how long he's out for. I think the doctors and stuff are still running tests and things like that. But if it is a calf strains usually just take like 2 to 4 weeks. So let's get to the original topic of what Hot or Not Tea was supposed to be about today, right? So Aaron Rodgers restructures his contract, frees up about $9 million in cap space for 2023 now. Hot tea or not tea?
It's not tea. It's really not. Like, they're making a big deal out of this. Like, come on, please. Because the thing is, his salaries are pretty much darn near the same once you get past the $35 million signing bonus he got, to make it seem like, okay, hey, my salary's only 1 point something million like this year. Like, please, your salary's 38 next year. Like, let's not do this. And here's the thing, though. I've been saying this, and I will continue to say it. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be a Jet for 5 years. Like, hi, Amanda. He's not going to be a Jet for 5 years. And I don't know why, like, people think, oh, he's going there so that he can win so many rings. Like, he's not even going to be there long enough to win a ring. Like, that's my hot take already from the top rope. Like, I'm letting you know, I do not believe in Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Like, it just, I don't. I think he'll probably retire the moment that things start not looking great. Because remember, he was about to retire anyways before he had this epiphany from this darkness retreat. And he was like, listen, I don't really know if I want to play. So I'm not buying Aaron Rodgers at all. And this quote unquote restructure of this. Like, what was he gonna make before? 100+ mil? Like, and he was kind enough to take what, 78 mil? Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, no, bye. It's not tea.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Megan. I think it's more so hot tea for the Jets for and their fan base for whatever reason. Yeah, that comment does need to be reported, but we'll get back to that later.
I just realized she said Kenneth Shane Pickett. Oh my God.
The king of the north.
His whole government name.
Yeah,
that is almost as bad as me with Patrick Lamont.
Exactly. But no, I mean, I think we all knew what was going to happen with Mr. Rodgers going to the Jets. I think we all kind of saw this coming, that it was going to have to be some type of restructure. Because again, to Meg's point, he's not staying long. If they get somewhere this year, cool beans. They get somewhere next year, cool beans. He's not going to have them in the Super Bowl no time soon. Again, I feel like in a sense that's a gap quarterback for the Jets until they actually can find their franchise guy. So. Yeah, it's not tea. Ma'am.
I know, right? The comment section always cracks me up. Y'all are hilarious. But for me, this is warm tea. Okay, so here's why it's warm. Because it's not hot that he restructured, because it absolutely makes sense that he restructured, because why would they throw so much money at him in the first place? Like, that is insane. But
have you met the Jets? Because I would like to introduce you to them.
Exactly.
I know, right? But I will say what is interesting is that now they have this free money and they can't possibly go and get a Dalvin Cook. That makes it spicy. That makes it actually really spicy.
What I would say is with it being sizzling hot is that Dalvin Cook is going to go meet with them. And now it's coming out that rumors are supposed to be a deal by this weekend. So I think that's where you can get the sizzling and the warmth that they did do that. So probably
warm.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna, the thing about it is too, the reason why I'm still gonna be on the not tea and kind of make it like, some iced tea, and make it sweet. But the reason why I'm gonna say that is because we already knew that the Jets has to build something. They're in this probably more than likely mentality. We got to win now. We got to do something, So again, I'm just going to y'all really are turning into a whole Steelers chat.
Look, block, report all of them. No.
Exactly. But I think it was just already just in a sense that they had to make some more moves to get the team where the team needs to be for them to be able to compete. So, yeah, this was kind of expected, though, from the Jets, Jets.
So would y'all say that it's Super Bowl or bust for them this year with all of the moves that they're making?
Yeah, that's the way that they feel. But are they going to make it? Are they going to make it
this year? They're all.
I'm gonna say next year. I don't think it's gonna come together like that this year. I don't.
But I think what she's asking is that, like, is it Super Bowl or bust for them? And I would say yes. I think they're. Yes. I think the whole. What did I read this week? Is that Rodgers took less money right now so that they could have this 2-year window to go out and try to win a championship. And don't get me wrong, their defense could get them there. Their defense top 10 in the league, like, for years on end. The question will be, can the offense consistently sustain and keep up? I think you do get that big push, obviously, from Aaron Rodgers, and people are going crazy because it's training camp and you're seeing him, throw to Garrett Wilson and things like that without, much contact on him, of course. But people are going to get excited about that. But my question and concern is again, how is this offense going to stack up down the stretch of the season, especially when you go up against some tougher competition? That's what I want to see.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's Super Bowl or bust. I don't think they're going to win their division, but it's still Super Bowl or bust. And I mean, if that's the mentality that they want to have, that's great, because I would want my coaches, I would want my players, I would want my quarterback to have that mentality. Doesn't mean they're going there, but to have that mentality, that kind of means everything. So let's stay in New York, New Jersey. The Giants. Saquon Barkley. So the running backs had a Zoom call or Teams or whatever outlet they used on Saturday, right? And I'm sure that conversation was like, all right, what we're going to do, we're going to stick together Nobody's going to go to training camp. Nobody's going to sign. Nobody's going to do anything, all right? We got this. Next day, Saquon Barkley signs franchise tag. $2.1 million. And then, so the contract, as everybody knows, the running back franchise tag right now is for $10.1 million. And then he got a sign-on bonus.
It's incentives. It's like, what is it, 900,000 in incentives?
909, which puts him right at the $11 million mark.
Like, yeah.
So I laughed at all of the comments that I saw on Twitter about this deal and what they thought that it was called. But is this hot tea or not tea? What about the brotherhood?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it honest. And it's almost kind of like, you know how when you have those union players and everybody wants to go out and go on strike, but then you got the couple of players that are in the background, like, hey, we signed this contract and different things. I really feel like that was kind of like a slap in the face to some of the running backs. Like, you know, hey, we're out here advocating for you, bro. Like, you know, we doing things for you and you're going to go do this. And shout out to Jonathan Taylor, by the way, by wiping his whole entire profile clean of coats. So they're
crazy.
Yes. So again,
you doing okay over there?
I'm fine. We'll talk about it.
But I feel like, yeah, that's pretty. The thing about it is, I don't think Saquon, I don't think he's that type of person. I think it was already meant for him to really sign that. I think he just wanted to have a contract in place to feel more secure rather than this franchise tag. It's almost like with anybody that's out there working. You want to know that, hey, I'm secure and stable in my job before, you know, if I have to get put on something else before anything. And I think that's really what it was. He wanted to feel more secure, wanted, and stable in his job with the Giants, rather than you saying, okay, y'all are going to just tag me and then tag me again. And after that, you're going to give me the boot. Like, that's not job security to him. So I think this was just like for him a step in that direction to get more of that job security. So I think that's why he signed it.
I got my thoughts all the way from Meg.
Yeah. So, okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to say that this is not tea now, because Saquon kind of came out today and was like, hey, I had an epiphany. Essentially, I just want to play football, right? This was smarter for me to. Yeah, he said he had an epiphany. Like,
I wasn't really on social.
So he had an epiphany. He had to go to Tiffany's.
He said he had an epiphany, and it was pretty much like, hey. That's pretty much like, hey, I want to play football. I think this is what's best, you know, for me, for the team. Like, I want to be here. And he basically said at the end, like, hey, I want to be a reminder to the rest of the running backs. Like, hey, I want to bet on myself, and we can set the standards for running backs, you know, and after the season. Now, where this gets really interesting is because, again, you were waiting to see what Saquon was going to be doing, so that folks like a Josh Jacobs might respond, a Jonathan Taylor might respond, right? And of course, he has to bring up that Jonathan Taylor wiped his you know, his,
I didn't know that.
His Instagram and Twitter and everything else. So I'll be honest with you. I didn't know that up until about 20 seconds ago when you said it, because I've been involved in WNBA stuff for the last 3-4 hours. I didn't know it. So that was my reaction in real time. Even though I said, yes, I know, we'll talk about it. What I'm talking about is, so there's been the situation with Jim Irsay tweeting out his thoughts about the CBA and how he felt like agents were negotiating in bad faith by essentially asking for more for running backs now or whatever, right? Okay, fine. I said, yes, he did. I said, what was this, earlier yesterday or something else like that? Like, that doesn't make Jim Irsay right. Like, I don't want that sort of things being tweeted out, but it's Jim Irsay. He's going to say what he wants to say. He's going to do what he wants to do. But where this gets interesting is that Jonathan Taylor's agent has been tweeting all day. I'm gonna put that in soft quotes, but not all day. But he had 2 tweets. Essentially, he said bad faith is not playing your top player. So he tweeted that. Mm-hmm. And then Ian Rappaport was like, hey, I hope the relationship can be fixed. And he says, well, I doubt it. So here's where my issues are. And I see the both of y'all having a moment here while I'm trying to talk. Here's where my issues are.
It sounds real spicy to me.
Listen, I'm saying it's not tea because I'm so tired of the Colts having a spicy offseason. Can we just have a boring offseason for once? Like, just boring, okay?
We
like,
told you last
nothing's happening. boring.
We told you the AFC South has a spotlight on y'all right now, so y'all
listen. I'm already exhausted. Okay, but anyways, so my point being is that this situation is not great, right? Like it's now putting a strain on what might have been already tense negotiations. Here's my issue. If you got beef with me, like we're not airing it out on the timeline. I'm sorry. That's not how I move. And that's not how I want you to be portrayed either. Even if I got beef with you, where both of them could have been better is taking this to the negotiations behind the scenes, right? Because here's the other thing. Chris Ballard said just 2 days ago, he's like, hey, the running back market is what it is, but we believe in playing our players, right? So there's a clear disconnect between what Ballard feels and what Jim Irsay feels. And if you look up Jim Irsay's history, he doesn't really have a history of paying notable running backs. There's always been some sort of contract dispute. So it's clear that like, hey, that's his position. Yeah. But I will say this. I don't believe that it's going to be a situation where Jim Irsay is like, nah, we're not paying JT. Like, I don't believe that for a fact. Main reason being is you have a rookie quarterback who needs all the help that he can get. Yeah. He needs all the weapons he can get. And despite having, and I would say there's some solid backup running backs. Those backup running backs are not, not terrible or anything else like that. They're not JT. They're not the game shifting, momentum creating Jonathan Taylor.
No, not at all.
So I think the Colts would be wise. Again, remember we just had this conversation last night. When you have a unicorn, you pay your unicorns, in my humble opinion. But I know not everybody feels like that. So I get it. So I think that this makes it very interesting that this all happened today when Saquon was like, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I just want to play football. And now Jonathan Taylor's agent is like, well, the relationship is done. I'm not sure it can be fixed. Everybody's being dramatic. Everybody is a keyboard gangster today. Like, I need y'all to all come down and act like adults and go settle this behind the scenes and come out like we all like each other. Kumbaya, hold hands, because we got to get through training camp.
I think this is very spicy. I think Saquon signing a franchise tag.
I don't want it to be spicy. I am exhausted. Do you see my face? I am exhausted.
Because where's your loyalty to your homeboys who all going through the same struggles as you? You was like, hey, you weren't with me shooting in the gym. I'm going to go sign this contract and get my little $575,000 a game and keep it pushing. I also think it's spicy on the Giants because if you're paying attention to what they've done, they've paid three players a bag in the offseason, and none of them are Saquon. So it kind of shows you the direction that they're taking with their organization. And I think that they're falling into the hype of we can go get a running back in the draft next year. That's
okay. Is that supposed to be a little shade, Miss Pacheco?
No, it's not shade. It's realistic. Like I think certain running backs, like Meg said, deserve to be paid.
Yeah.
But clearly they don't think it. They gave Daniel Jones a bag. You know what I'm saying? It's like what?
Well, you don't believe in Danny Dimes?
I mean, at the time, who else were they going to have come step in? I mean, they weren't going to be in the Aaron Rodgers market, and Aaron Rodgers is going to sit over here and blink and say, I retire. So
I mean, it's like the conversation we had yesterday. You're going to pay your quarterback whether they deserve it or not. Somebody got to get paid. You need a quarterback, right?
Get paid. Because I'm not going to say the word on here, but get paid.
You can't say it on here.
Yeah, no. We're trying to keep it clean. It's for the kids, for the children.
This is not a kid show.
It was a joke. It was sarcasm.
Yeah.
All right. Next topic. Next topic.
Let's stay on the East. And this news, it's kind of sad, actually. So, with the Bills, Nyhiem Hines out for the season. Kind of a freak accident. Trying to just enjoy his weekend and got hit by a jet ski.
People don't know how to drive them things.
Leg injury, out for the season. Hot tea or not tea?
I'm actually going to say it's hot because, and maybe even warm. I guess I'll take one out of your book. I think it's warm at least because the Bills running game needs help. It's been needed help. Yeah. And I think for them, when they traded for Nyhiem Hines, you hope that they would have gotten more out of him in terms of the running game. Like he's great on special teams. He's a little, he's a rocket, but you need more help. And the thing is, they haven't they hadn't utilized him the way that he should be utilized. He's great out of the backfield, receiving, catching the ball like that. He would have been a nice 1-2 punch if you get a back in front of him. That's how he worked in Indy, and they didn't do that. So to go see him like now not be utilized, and then he gets hurt, like it's hot tea. They're gonna need some help there. They need to bring in some reassurance.
Yeah.
Like I said, pretty much for them, I'm gonna say hot because as Meg said that, their depth was already questionable anyway with their running back situation. They have James Cook and Damian Harris that's there. James Cook, he looked good in some aspects. I don't think
his brother.
He's his little brother, but I don't really think in an aspect that he is he's going to be used like as an every down back. To be honest with you, even when he played at Georgia, he was not an every down back with Georgia. We used him on, first down, sometimes second down. We mainly used him, catching out of the backfield a lot of the time. So I feel like that's kind of where they want to keep that. So, but you do need a hard nose pound running back with how they want to set things up. And I don't think James Cook is that. Damian Harris, not really familiar with his game, but if it's pretty much he's behind James Cook, I'm just going to say he's not going to be that tough back that they're looking for. So they are going to have to go out and really find. There's some notable names.
There's people available. So this is hot tea for me. I'm lying. This is not hot tea for me because the Bills don't utilize their run game. So this situation sucks, and I hope he has a speedy recovery because that type of a freak accident in the off season is never, ever good for anybody. So, yes, hope he has a speedy recovery. But this is not hot tea because the Bills have so many communication issues. They have coaching issues. They just lost their defensive coordinator. Like, they don't even know what they're doing.
Hey, Jody, if you're a hater, just say that. It's fine.
I'm not a hater. I think they get a wild card.
Just say that.
We'll get into it.
A wild card, Jody. You are cutting up.
They're not winning their division.
Look, Meg, I'm waiting on it. Any type of competition that the Chiefs literally have, she is cutthroat with them.
She's like, they're not even gonna win their division. Wild card.
The Bills to figure out how to have a run game, they might be able to compete with the Bengals, the Ravens, and all of those people. Get through them first, then come talk to us.
Hey, Joe, if you're a hater, just say that.
That run game together, and Josh Allen needs to figure out them turnovers. Can't lead the league in turnovers. Okay, it's not cute when you're competing with Dak out here for turnovers.
Keep it cute.
This is gonna keep it fabulous, as you see.
This is not hot tea. I think that they are trying to figure out what their offense is going to look like. And there are, like E said, there's running backs available. So they can definitely go out there and get anybody to fill into the hole. So sucks for the injury, but they definitely can go figure out what that replacement looks like literally by tomorrow if they wanted to. So next subject, the Raiders. The Raiders. I can't do it. The Raiders. I can't do it. Anyway.
I don't have a deep enough voice either.
Yeah. I can't do it. We are not finna try that. Not today.
He was like, stop it. You're embarrassing us.
Josh Jacobs did not show up for training camp. Ooh.
Look, I'm just going to say this. That Zoom call, I wish I was a fly on the wall to see what that Zoom call was about. Be honest with you. So I will say this. He's making a statement. He's actually, like I said, that union person that said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go sit out. Y'all can go have fun and go play football. I need my job security. So again, yes, does it hurt him at the end of the day? Of course, because, that's money being left on the table. Yeah. But, the thing is, if, this is the way that he wants to take the approach and how he feels that he can probably make a statement and get something, do I feel like it's going to end well or bid well at the end of the day? Possibly not. It might take longer, you know what I mean? But, oh wow. Okay.
It didn't come out of my mouth this time.
Braylon said that whether Jacob shows up or
Come out
not.
of my mouth this time.
Raiders aren't winning anything.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this because now I agree with that a little bit, but in the same token, Josh Jacobs,
I do the bottom of the division.
Yeah, look,
Just
always, but no, Josh Jacobs is a beast. I'm not gonna lie. When like you said, he's a unicorn for the Raiders, and he literally is that person that can get those touches and everything. He spent the first round pick on this guy anyway to get him. So yes, he is that. But my biases is gonna come out. Let my man Zeus get a chance, man. Let him get a chance. But no, I'm just saying. But I mean, they do have depth with that. They did draft a running back 2 years ago now.
Yeah,
Zeus from Georgia. So they do have a backup. But again, at the same day, Josh Jacobs is your workhorse. That 1-2 punch gets him. That gets him all the time. So you're missing that other punch. So I hope they do, can sit down at the table and get this worked out so he can go ahead and practice with his boys. And I will want to see him on the field come week 1. And we're not going to talk about him, Jody.
I seen something that said they offered him $12 million and he declined it.
I mean, that's I don't know.
I mean, that's not a lot of money. Right? Like we talked about it yesterday. I think that running back should be at least getting between 14 and 15 million right now.
I mean, you have several who are already in that range who are not the tiers that Josh Jacobs or Saquon or JT are. So,
I mean, they should be getting that at the minimum. So I say this is hot tea because 12 million is a slap in the face. The Raiders are trying to go in the right direction, Lord. I mean, Jimmy G is cleared. He can now play. Devontae Adams, Max Crosby. Like, get your running back secured and at least attempt to have a decent season. Try to get to 500.
I was trying to.
I mean, maybe they can.
When I said she is a hater, she is a hater. Listen, I'm going to wrap it up here because I know we're all a little over our time that we had said we were going to allot for hot tea. Because if y'all were here for the first 2 episodes, you saw we took like 45 minutes to get through hot tea because we had a lot to say. We had a lot to say. Here's my thing. If you've been paying attention, this is on brand for Josh Jacobs. That man has been upset since the end of last season. He was heated. He did on the final game that they had. I mean, down face, not saying a whole lot, super frustrated. Like this, you knew this was happening. You just knew. So again, just keep your eyes open. But this is on brand. It's not tea actually to me because I'm like I fully expected it out of Josh Jacobs.
I'm cracking up. So let's get to this next topic. Change it up a little bit. So, who are your top 5? We're going to dig into a division right now. AFC North players and NFC North players. Let's start with the NFC. Let's start with the NFC.
Oh,
You go first.
All right.
You know how I feel. Don't be like.
And then they're not lined up either. They're not lined up again. Yes, Jody.
We're not same. I didn't put mine in order. I just didn't. But
I just can't wait to hear.
They get on my nerves, y'all. They don't.
Wow.
Rank nobody.
Listen. It be your own people who's a hater, right? It be your own people.
I promise. One episode, I'm gonna get them to rank 1.
Listen. 9 times out of 10, E and I have our lives together. Okay, it is usually we're like, "Hey, Jody, are you good?"
All right, E, who's your final rank for the NFC?
No, not in order, but the NFC North, we got Jettas. Hello. I got Jair Alexander, Penny Swell, Justin Fields, and I love how I was working on pronouncing I can't even talk now, but I was working on pronouncing his name right. Amon-Ra. Look, I was close. Amon-Ra. Okay. I'm like, look, but yes.
Justin Fields?
I got Justin Fields. I said Justin Fields.
Listen, I got a sports bet with, and I feel like I already talked about it on this podcast. I think the Bears are going to be a lot better than a lot of people are expecting. So people better start putting some respect on the Bears, okay? And Justin Fields. He's not enough. But
okay.
I'm not. I didn't do no honorable mentions today. So I'm being nice.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, it's different for me. I definitely have Jettas as number 1. Now, everybody else, you can ask who's in order, but Jettas is number 1. Period. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jair Alexander, Kirk Cousins. I had T.J. Hawkinson as 5, and then I do have an honorable mention of Christian Watson from Green Bay, who I think is very highly underrated as a rookie. He had a coming out party the back half of last season. I think that he'll have a great season as well. So
yeah, I'm shocked at the Kirk Cousins. I mean, I respect Kirk.
Hey, listen, now regular season Kirk, baller.
Yeah.
It's
like
postseason Kirk who we have to have questions about.
Yeah.
No, not the best QB.
He's not the best.
No.
Best. The question that Jody posed to us earlier today was top 5 players. Can you just name 5 players from the division? And it gets tough, man. To just limit it down.
It gets tough. I'm not. First of all, wait a minute.
I mean,
The other quarterback besides Kirk Cousins in there is Jared Goff.
And it's not. I mean, so you got Goff,
Marcus, you don't have to come.
Jordan Love, and Fields. I mean, it's got to be Kirk Cousins, then Goff, then Fields, then Jordan Love. Like,
yeah, that would be my order too.
Yeah.
All right, here's my top 5 for the NFC North. No, in no particular order.
No,
No, I need the order.
We need the order. No, we need the
order.
No. Jettas, right? Amon-Ra, Jair Alexander, dog. CJGJ. Y'all forgot he went to the Lions. Kirk Cousins. And then my honorable mentions, because I did too. DJ Moore and TJ Hawkinson.
I forgot DJ Moore.
I kept him out purposely.
That's an NFC South hate right there.
He's like every other player in the NFC North. Large space.
Listen, people are haters.
Yeah,
people are haters.
Exactly. So yep.
It's okay. All right. Let's get to the AFC North. Who are your top? And the AFC North.
Oh, she did. Okay, look.
I did.
I'm sleepy. Okay, don't mind me, y'all. Okay,
it was quick. It was quick.
It was quick. Let's get.
I know that's shocking for me, huh?
North. So I actually kind of struggle with the AFC North because there are a lot of dogs in the AFC North.
Not you struggling and giving us grief.
Exactly. Let her go first.
But
yeah, you're going first.
Stacked. Like we could have low key did like 10, like top 10 in the AFC North. Yeah,
I'm gonna leave Justin Fields alone. I'm supporting Justin Fields.
Kirk is a baller.
Kirk be balling in the regular season.
Man, if Kirk had an O-line and wasn't literally going to therapy and having recovery.
His electrotherapy he does. Yes.
I love that.
I respect Kirky Kirk.
Listen, Kirk during the regular season is Kirko Chainz, okay? That's Kirko Chainz.
But I'm giving love to Justin Fields because I feel like what they did in Chicago, this is gonna look like a good season. Hen, I love you. You already know that. I just had to think about it for a minute. I had to think. Okay.
I think Justin Fields this season is going to have a breakout season. They definitely loaded up on that offense and that defense. They got that new GM who I'm loving. I think that they're definitely trending in the right direction. And he's not in my top 5 of that division today, but it's a very high possibility as the season progresses, he will move his way up the rank because I think he's going to have a really good season. Like I cannot wait to see how that season plays off because, I think he's going to ball. So let us see that. So, okay, AFC North, the ghetto.
Wow. See, listen, y'all, Jody is a hater.
I speak facts. They are ghetto. Y'all all been in AFC North spaces.
Listen, if there's any AFC North fans still on in the chat, I am so sorry ahead of time for you. My condolences to you.
We love y'all. Y'all just a little ghetto.
Wow. Listen, we apologize for Jody. It's fine. I guess I'll go since Jody didn't want to say hers.
No, he was gonna go.
Well, we were waiting on you because you were giving us grief about not having our lives together. You're like, well, actually, I don't know this as well. So,
yeah, your turn. Rock, paper,
scissors. Mine starts with the man who he's so fine to me. Oh, he fine.
I already know who this is.
Ooh.
If you don't get Myles Garrett out of your mouth.
Is that the only reason Myles Garrett is at the top of your list?
Yeah,
Good
I love Myles Garrett. That is correct. So Myles Garrett, Joey Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Jamar Chase, Justin Tucker. He's a dog. My honorable mention, I got TJ Watt.
TJ Watt in honorable mention is crazy.
I mean, he's
TJ Watt in honorable mention is crazy.
Who would you take out?
I would put Myles Garrett in honorable mention.
What?
Yes,
No.
I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Are you great? No way. He is the Browns' defense. He is their defense.
And what is TJ Watt? Like, what?
He is definitely the Steelers' defense, but I'm taking Myles Garrett over.
What has Myles Garrett done lately? Not TJ Watt numbers.
He's healthier than him. We don't mean to slander the ghetto. We apologize, y'all.
But the ghetto, listen, you gotta stop calling it. You gotta stop calling them the ghetto.
Y'all didn't see me down here. I was like, okay, Jody.
Like, ooh.
Listen, I'm trying to help. I am trying to help here.
Nah,
I'm so sorry, AFC North fans.
We love the AFC North. You know, I love all the AFC teams. That division is going to be one that they are going to be fighting each other out. Like,
see, Myles Garrett, honorable mention.
No. One of y'all give y'all list.
All right, I'll give my list.
Mika hit my.
So I got TJ Watt. This is not in order though. This is just me listening it. So it's TJ Watt, it's Joe Burrow, it's Lamar Jackson, it's Jamar Chase, and then Justin Tucker. My honorable mention is actually two. It's Myles Garrett and Nick Chubb is in my honorable mention.
Chubb is like that for sure.
Yeah.
So that was tough. That was tough to get to 5 though. To be quite honest with you, like I immediately spotted out like 7 or 8, and I had to try to whittle it down because it's crazy. You have, I mean, for example, 2 quarterbacks and a kicker, like off the top was like, all right.
Exactly. Because Justin Tucker, dude, it makes no sense how good and how clutch he is. Like, it is crazy how good and how clutch.
Tuckle-matic, man.
For that
Tuckle-matic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I cheated.
Oh. I just see this comment. Somebody said, don't forget about Minka. Oh, see, this is why this is hard. This is why it's hard.
That's why I said we could have did 10.
Oh, now I feel terrible for that. Oh.
Yeah, I cheated.
Oh,
I cheated. You know,
I cheated. Listen, D and Amanda are going to watch this back and be like, this is nasty work. Especially, I know D is a big Minka fan.
So look,
Tucker is 2 top 5 in that division. He's the best kicker in football, like in the NFL.
Yeah, Mark Andrews too. Again, there's so many. There's so much to narrow it down to 5 is hard, y'all. Yeah. It's really hard. It's really hard.
It is.
Yep, because we still got Jamar Chase.
They said it ain't good. It ain't right.
Wow, CN.
Hearing, come on now.
You cannot be encouraging this foolishness here.
All right, E.
No, so yeah, we can't go wrong with Jamar Chase, Joey Burrow, Lamar Jackson, TJ Watt. But see, I got a tie at 5. See, that's why I said I cheated.
You got an honorable.
No, it ain't honorable. This is a tie because my
5A and 5B.
Yeah, I got a 5A and 5B. So the
5A and 5B is crazy.
5A is Myles Garrett. 5B is Nick Chubb. I was not leaving my chubby boy off the list.
Oh, okay. Well, she's biased too.
About Amari Cooper. Because Amari Cooper left the Dallas Cowboys and went to the Browns and went insane. He's just been going crazy since he's been.
Somebody said Justin Tucker over TJ Watt is wild.
No, it's not.
I mean, okay, listen. The thing is,
like 99% accurate.
Listen, nailing this down to 5 is tough. It's tough. It's really tough.
Hold on, wait, Meg, finish off on these comments. I want to look something up real quick.
Oh gosh, all right.
I'm here now.
Somebody said honestly, 10 could be hard.
Yes, 10 can be hard.
And Tucker over Watt is insane. Yes, Jody, I think that was at you. Says Tucker should be on everyone's honorable mention. Hey, listen, we're gonna put some respect on Justin Tucker, okay?
Can we? I found what I was looking for.
Go for it.
Wait,
Justin Tucker just signed a 4-year, $24 million contract.
As a kicker.
$6 million a year as a kicker. He's making more than some running backs. I just want to put that out there. That's all I wanted to say. That was it.
I look. That's that one where you put down your paper, you slowly just get up and you put the church finger on and you just walk right on out.
So, and the only reason why I knew that is because we were randomly in a Chiefs space talking about kicker's salary, and we came across Justin Tucker, and we were like, "What in the world?"
I didn't know he was making back.
Wait, first of all, you got to understand the Tampa Bay Bucks took a kicker in the first round. Remember that?
They definitely did.
Remember that? Saying.
They definitely
saying.
Oh,
no,
man.
This AFC North I cannot wait to watch every single game this season. They are going to beat each other up.
Ravens fans been waiting. They have been waiting and waiting. Shout out to Miss Gina. Shout out to all of Ravens flock. Like they have been waiting on Lamar to come through. OBJ.
Apparently OBJ
Zay Jones
looking great at practice, and Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers, sorry, not Zay Jones. Zay Flowers, my bad.
I got a question though, because here comes my inner girly moment. Was that a smoke gray or ash?
So, did you see my tweet yesterday when I said this is a blonde VV or is this ash gray?
What are we even talking about?
OBJ's hair.
His hair.
Yeah. Oh, girl, y'all, that is the least of things on my mind. Like, I just
I asked the same question. I was scrolling and I was like, oh, his hair is white. And I like it.
To be honest with you, I saw a picture of him today and didn't think twice about it because, again, that's on brand for him. So I was like, all right.
He's embracing that inner storm energy. Like, if he's doing great, he's got that inner storm. Okay, sorry.
I do want to take a moment to say that I love OBJ dad. I love him as a dad. He is a great dad. It's so good to see him out there on the field with his kiddo. You can tell he's like in a very happy place right now. And I love seeing that. Based off of his injuries and all of that stuff. So it's really good to see him like in a healthy mindset. So
I got a hot take.
Okay.
Hot take.
I have a hot take too, but I'm gonna hold it.
I'm really questioning whether or not OBJ is going to have the impact that Ravens fans think he's going to have. Like there was all this hoopla about the Ravens getting OBJ because they needed wide receiver help, but we have not seen the production out of OBJ. Like when he's healthy, he's great. But that's where I worry is like, how long is his health going to last? And I'm not wishing injury on him. It's just in general, like, how long is his health going to last? What's his production going to look like? Because in my mind, in order for that Ravens offense to look better than what it has, I would think OBJ has to have at least 1,200, 1,400 yards, somewhere in that range. Can he get there in that offense, right? Can you take some of that off of Mark Andrews? Can you spread it out? I mean, I know they've got, I'm naming this off the top of my head, but Andrews, they got Zay Flowers, they got Bateman. I mean, they've got some weapons. Well, that too.
Well,
but it's in my mind. I'm like, when I hear all these like things, and I'm like, is this too good to be true? Like, you're like, oh, this Lamar OBJ pairing. Like, if this was OBJ in his prime, I would have been like, yes, absolutely. Right. Like, let's go. Yeah. But OBJ now, he's still good. He's still better than a lot of wide receivers. But I'm just curious about, like, do you think he's going to get something like that, like 1,400 yards or 8 touchdowns or whatever else?
I expect him to hit at least 1,200 yards. And my hot take that I've been trying to hold in, but now's the time to talk about it, I guess. I think OBJ and Lamar combined only play 12 or 13 games together as a unit.
I'm just going to say this, to answer y'all question. He does have Todd Monken as an offensive coordinator right now. And if you guys watch what Todd Monken did to
they're going to be at the bottom of the division. That's what
I'm just saying. He took a walk-on quarterback and he won back-to-back natties with him. So, I mean, hey, let's see what Todd.
They definitely got every piece that they asked for.
Yep.
I think this is a great time to pivot to the next segment based off of E. Thank you, E.
What?
No. That was a great transition piece. I appreciate that for you. Who wins the division? So in the AFC North and the NFC North, who wins the division? Let's start with the NFC first.
Shout out to them Lions.
You got the Lions. Oh,
You people who think that's not a bad take.
What's up, Detroit in the house? I really do feel like it will come down literally probably to the Lions and legit to I'm sad because I miss my OC. I want my OC back. I got to deal with Bobo. But yes, shout out to them Lions. I feel like the Lions are gonna pull it back.
Oh my God, this comment.
First of all, I don't know when he
They definitely did, and they messed up the market.
So for those of you who are listening, the comment says the Ravens overpaid OBJ though, and I think the comment before that said, I think it was something about Tyler Huntley. When is he going to start?
Tyler Huntley. It said will start.
Oh, will start. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
And then Lions.
Decent Lions.
I got the Lions taking it. I got the Lions. The Lions are very tough. I'll give the Lions that. They are very, very, very tough.
Oh, they're going to be good.
It's going to come down between the Lions and probably the Vikings. I really do. Shout out to Chicago, though. I feel like Chicago's going to be in the mix, but it's going to be something that's not going to be able to push them over the edge. So I'm going with the Lions. Shout out to Detroit's finest.
Lot of Bears and lot of Lions in the comments. Lot of Bears and lot of Lions in the comments.
I'm going to say Vikings go back to back. And that's mainly because I think the Lions are pushing, right? Like they've been improving each year underneath Dan Campbell, and I firmly believe he's got them locked in. If you watch Hard Knocks last season, like, listen, I'd run through a wall for Dan Campbell my darn self. Yeah. Like you believe in what they're doing, and they fought really hard, like even down to the end, even when they knew they were knocked out of the playoffs. Like they were like, hey, somebody else going to get their party ruined today. But I have the Vikings again winning the division, but that said, I do not think it's going to be as handily as they won it last season. I think that they are going to have to play lights out. I really do think that they would probably have to get to 13 games or something like that for them to like really take this division.
Yeah.
Because I do have the Lions winning at minimum 10 games. I think that's very, very doable for them. So listen, I would not be shocked. To see the Lions win the division, but I've got the Vikings.
This comment right here is why I do not have the Lions winning the division. The Lions have a lot of players that are going to be suspended, and they have a player that was y'all player that got suspended for the season, right?
Wow.
No, I genuinely thought it was a Lions player, and then I was like, that was
wow. From the top rope, Jody. Just
not even like on purpose. That's the crazy.
I mean, I get the key suspensions, but I feel like they just that defense is a good defense.
The defense is good.
And Jared Goff is not no slouch, so I feel like they can do something. I really do. I mean, I like I said, I feel like it will come down between the Lions and the Vikings. I really do. I mean, like I said, sorry for the Bears. They made a lot of key movement. Justin Fields will have his breakout year. I don't know how well and how stacked with them beating up on each other is going to that. I think Chicago is going to take the brunt of the hit between those two.
So I have the Vikings winning. I have the Lions coming in second. I have the Bears taking third. That's my order going into this division, just because I do think the Vikings did do some things to try to fix that O-line this year, because regardless, Kirk Cousins is good. I know it might not feel like it, but him and his head coach have now created a great relationship, a great bond. They got Jordan Addison. They got Jettas. What? like them two alone, and someone put it in the comments earlier, they've made the right thing. They've fixed the right things with adding Brian Flores to the defense. So hopefully they don't have to go out there and put up 30 plus points a game because their defense is going to help win those games. So I do have the Vikings winning. I definitely think the Lions are going to battle it out with them, though, to fight for that division. But I just have the Vikings running it back. And, I mean, hey, you never know. The Lions could possibly get that wild card.
That would be so great for that organization, honestly.
I would love that
like,
for that organization.
Lions fans are some of the most diehard.
Next year, I don't think the Vikings are going to be in the conversation. I think next year is going to be a battle between the Lions and the Bears for that division.
Yeah, I mean, if they get the most out of Fields this season, yeah, watch out everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I felt like Fields has not had enough weapons around him. Now, granted, it's not just about the weapons. Like, Fields had to have some jumps developmentally, right? But I think that if you give him time, give him a good balance, allow him to do the things that he does. That's one of the things that I think he struggled with last season was in the offense. They're trying to make him be something that he's not. He's a dynamic player. He's going to run. He's going to scramble. Those sorts of things. Like, you can't, if that is your players, like, one of their strengths or whatever, find the opportunities for them to do that in good balance. So I think if they're able to do that, I could see the Bears coming back and sneaking and winning the division, next year or whatever else. But I think they're gonna need time. But I would say that Ryan Poles, who was the GM in Chicago, is doing some really great work. Obviously, you saw that with the draft and those sort of things to come away with, with those picks and whatnot. They're gonna be just fine.
They went and got some great people. And I don't think Jordan Addison is going to be suspended. They haven't said much about it, but the articles that came out said that he was speeding because his dog was having an emergency and he was trying to get him to the hospital or the vet. So I don't think that it was in what's the word I'm looking for?
Malpractice?
No. I don't think it was intentional, him doing that.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't the word I was looking for. That was
yeah. I have an idea of the word that you're looking for, but it's on the tip of my tongue.
It'll come to me as soon as we get off.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'll be suspended for that because he didn't have foul intent, I guess. So
malicious intent.
Malicious intent.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay.
I was like, wow.
Man, listen, it's been a long day, y'all.
It really has. Really
well,
is.
That is all I got for y'all. Great episode. Love this.
Listen, we were efficient today. Like, and we even started late, but still efficient. Like, I love it here.
Did we do the South? I mean, not the South. That look, I need to go to sleep. Did we do the AFC North?
Oh shoot, no.
Oh dang it! That's man. All right.
Look, I was like, wait.
We have winning the division in the AFC South.
Wow, AFC South. Jody, listen.
I the episode. I'm like,
I did too because I think I'm just tired. I'm gonna give mine really quickly. It's the Bengals. Next question.
Bengals.
I have the Bengals as well, but I definitely think the Ravens are gonna give them hell.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Are y'all saying?
I think whoever wins that division has to have at least
12
or 13 wins.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, 12 or 13 wins. And I think and this is my fault for just not looking, but I think the Ravens and the Bengals play each other like week 16 or 17 too. And I think that they scheduled it that way, of course, to figure out who wins that division. So
yeah,
it's gonna be good.
They gonna do y'all see the Ravens and the Bengals splitting, or do you see a sweep?
I think that whole division splits.
Yeah, I can't see a sweep or whatever. I mean, if it's a sweep, let's say the Bengals sweep the Ravens or whatever, it's going to be a hot mess express because Ravens fans have been waiting for that get even since the last time they played and they were banged up and injured. So, yeah.
And you know what? Because I think both of those teams will also get a wild card, they have a very high possibility of playing each other again in like 2 weeks. I mean, once you're in the Because depending on how the seeding falls out, they might end up playing each other 2 weeks or 3 weeks later. So You never know. A lot of people in the comments are saying they think they all split too. So
Yeah. Hold on. Let me check something. Yep.
Lord.
Bray is right. They actually have their first meeting Sunday, September 17th at home.
But when's the last game?
The last game.
Who plays that? The Ravens?
Nope. They actually play the Browns. Is the last game of the season for them.
No, I said week 16.
Nope. Week 16 is the Steelers. They play the Ravens again in week 11.
Oh wow!
So it's midway.
Okay, so it's midway through. So the last
Browns
is the Browns.
Interesting.
They play the
Watson is back. And they think he's gonna go off, and they think
they play them their home opener.
Listen, don't get me started. We'll need a whole nother podcast for that.
Yep, because the home opener is on September 10th versus the Browns, week 1, and then they end the season.
We're talking about the Ravens, right?
No, we're talking about the Bengals.
So we were talking about this earlier, and I know we're wrapping right now, but last time Joe Burrow couldn't practice during training camp, play through in training camp. His first game of the season, he threw 4 picks. They went 0-2 those first 2 games. So everybody's saying bet the under. If you're
interesting trend.
Got some free betting advice.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was like, wow.
Got the free betting advice.
I can't wait to watch every division but mine. So good.
That's because she's a hater. It's fine.
I'm not a hater. I'm just like AFC West, whatever.
No, she's look at my face. Look at my face. She's a hater.
I'm not a hater. Mm-hmm. I love Miss Gina. Thank you for this. I love all y'all.
And on that note, take us out.
Yes. All right, y'all. Yes, we started late today. We're all tired. I literally walked. I just want to make this comment. Grayson High School in Loganville, Georgia, is huge. I've never seen really, and I come from Texas. Okay, our schools are huge in Texas. That school has 4 floors. That lady told me that they had a basement, and I said, a basement? Yeah. So I'm gonna ice these knees, but Look, exactly. I'm gonna have to ice these knees, but no. Training camp is now starting. Make sure you guys follow your training camps, get all the information, because trust me, we are a very interactive podcast. We love to hear what you guys are seeing, what you guys are hearing. It helps with us. We love it. We love it. We love it. And make sure you check us out though next Thursday. Okay. Bring your friends, bring your cousins. This man said Titan.
Not a Titan fan. Listen, it's time to go. It's time to go. It is time to go.
All right. So we love y'all, but thank y'all for rocking out. We always love the interaction. Icing it. Yes. I'm icing, baby, because I was walking today up and down some stairs. Okay.
Thank you,
Jay. But yes, make sure y'all check us out though next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time, because, we always, going to give you the hotness, but, I keep that thing cute. Jody keeps it fabulous. And Meg, she just keeps it what it is.
Just talk to me nice. That's all I ask.
That's what it is. Talk to her nice. Talk to her nice, man. Talk to her nice. But we love y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. But we finna go rest these tired eyes, because, baby, I got to get this beauty.
Tell them where to follow us.
Okay. They always get on me about this. Make sure you guys follow us at It's the Sports Tea on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Threads. And I was finna say Snapchat, but we ain't got Snapchat.
That's how you know it's time to go to bed.
Right? You know it's time to go. Wait, why are you holding up 3?
Because I didn't do Threads yet.
You didn't do Threads? Okay, no. So then it's 3.
YouTube.
Okay. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Okay, follow this channel. Okay. I'm actually holding up this. She's like, I didn't do Threads yet. I'm like,
all right, y'all. We love y'all. It's time to go. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
So talk to me nice.
Keep it cute.
Because I'll keep it fabulous.
And
And
that's
that's the tea.